Welcome back to Frostpunk. In the last episode we managed to get through our very first storm, and that wasn't actually too bad at all. We got our housing upgraded to the maximum level, all of it, by the time the storm arrived. But of course after the storm we ran into this animal migration hazard, which means that all of our flying hunters are more or less useless at the moment, because 90% less raw food. All of these would bring in, like, well, if it's 10% of what they would normally bring in, they would be bringing in 4.5 food each per day. So we had to go a bit crazy here and build all of these hothouses, and those will be supplying us with our food needs for the time being, and we might actually just stay with them when we get the steam cores that we need. Could keep a couple of these depending on our worker situation, but 5 of these should actually be quite good when it comes to food. I wish they showed us the so 42. Yeah, we will probably be depending on hothouses quite a bit as well. Not sure why we have a hungry person. They could just go eat. We should put in some cooks though. For 3 per hour. This will also give us more people that can work during night time with building, which is good. Let's build a temple. That we can build here. Medical post upgrade researched. The sick recover 10% faster at medical posts. Let's get the infirmary next. This scouting pod is almost ready. Temple has been erected. The magnificent symbol of our devotion is now visible throughout the city. Hope rises substantially as well. Plea of the faithful. Sir, a priest is here with a group of followers. They're asking you to cut the public house opening hours. They contend that the pleasure it offers poison the minds and souls of the people. No. I won't change anything. Little bit of discontent and a minor drop to hope, but no, having the public house open during these hours is actually quite good. Scouts have reached the desolate valley. That's an exploration point. We have found the wrecked steamer and the small cairn. The wrecked steamer sounds promising. That's probably some place we can find steam cores. Let's get going over there. And I also think that we need... Yeah, we have to discover the city first, but we need an administration building for the trading. Speaking of which, we can tear down or dismantle these 2 buildings because we don't need them anymore. It's a cookhouse, that's a hunter's hangar. I think we want to swap these around, so let's do that. I think this is sufficient for cooking what's coming out of this currently. Infirmary researched. Well, let's also get the... We don't need that right away. coal mining optimization might be nice. Advanced steelworks and steam wall drills would be very good, but the wall drills, we're not going to use those yet. This would be excellent. Let's get automatic prototyping. And, speaking of which, we should probably get a couple of more workshops. Yeah, we can get 3 of them in here. And that probably means that we're going to need to put in one of these as well. That's not a problem. I was planning on building one anyway, so let's build one of those there. Scouts have reached the hot springs. A small settlement built under the cover of rocks in which several dozen people live. It consists of several sturdy buildings and 2 large greenhouses heated by hot springs. So this is the raw food settlement. A gift of life. Amazingly, people live here, and not only do they grow their own food, but they are willing to share it. This enclave of life, clinging to a few hot springs, was settled after the Great Storm by people from a town that survived with the help of another city. They set up hothouses here and planted their seeds, as they say, to pass the gift of life. They gave us some food as a gesture of goodwill and are eager to trade more in exchange for help with expanding their settlement. They gave us 100 raw food, and we must build a trading depot with them, of course. Terrific. Let's go to the cliffside path. This one is done. Let's put this on wood. And I think we can build another one of these. Now we also need to build that transport depot, which should be built down here. I don't know if this is online with this road. It is not. But I'll use this road as the line. People are going to go through the snow regardless, though. That might actually be a waste. Let's see here. Build a road up here. Like so. And we might as well just follow that road out here. And then build the road like this. And we can do that. Yeah, that'll work. Let's put this on extended shift and put engineers inside. That should help beef up the speed of our research. Now, today we will find, or before the next storm, which will come in 13 days, we will probably find another group of refugees, giving us about 100 to 150 more people for the city. This can be set to only be working throughout the working hours, and I think this one, yeah, this one can be set to the same. As this one also can, because I think everything is covered. Yep. No need to waste coal. Now, out here, we can build a steam hub. But before we do that, I want to build another steam sawmill. Let's build that and the road. And then we can build a steam hub as well. We should also build a steam hub down here. I can't do anything with them until they're completed. I wonder if that would cover... Yes, it would. But we need more steel before we can do anything down there. So we have the transport depot, then we need the administration building. Where is that? I was certain it was under tech. Maybe we're not getting it yet. Ah, of course, we have to build a unit of construction team. Let's do that and send them to Hot Springs. Then we need to go back into the city and check the temperatures. They are working. Yeah, we can turn on these now. This one should be left on, and so should that, so hopefully they'll complete that. I don't think we have any workers here, so that's sort of the problem, that that one is cold. Scouts have reached both the abandoned campsite and the cliffside path. The abandoned campsite, a large group must have camped here. They have left plenty of rubbish lying around. Tent poles, crates and so on. Got some wood and coal. Treasure in the rubbish. Not everything here is rubbish. The crates and sacks contain a lot of useful supplies. Why were they left behind? Not our problem. Sites discovered, narrow valley and empty cave. 88 wood and 85 coal. Let's go to the narrow valley then. An entrance to a narrow and winding valley. We can't see far into it. Who knows what we might find here. The other one. We scale the cliffside path to find a wrecked sled. It must have fallen from the cliff top. A badly crushed, frozen body lies under it. Unlucky scout. Judging by the gear, this wrecked sled and its hapless driver must have belonged to a scouting team. We'll bury the body and take the supplies with us. 50 raw food and 71 wood. That's a lot of resources for just one scout. And we can send these guys to the cracked ice next. I don't think we get the administration building until we have the trading depot established in Hot Springs. Automatic prototyping is done. Let's get the boosted scout sleds when we have enough steel for that, which is not now. Let's get the factory meanwhile. Put some workers in here. Let's use engineers for now. With the current state of things, I don't see any reason to keep these hunters' hangars around. We can build more of them, but in a different location, farther out from the generator at some point. Yeah, right, that was what I was going to do. I wanted to build the cookhouse here. Factory has been researched, so we can get the boosted scout sleds now. Change of heart. Sir, a man was found crying silently in the temple. We approached him to ask if he needed help. He told us he wanted to see you. I thought my faith died long ago, sir, with my wife and daughters in London. I couldn't see any purpose in our new life, the fight for survival. But today, when I entered the temple, I saw a future for us. Now I am ready to face it. I'm glad to hear that. Should we do a ceremonial service? Yes, we should. That really dropped discontent. Let's also do some evening prayers. And the scouts have reached the wrecked steamer. It's a fishing steamer, but there are no fish on the deck or in the open hold. We should search it. Old wreck. We searched the hulk of this fishing steamer. It must have been wrecked here years ago. There are no bodies inside, and we found no logs, so the crew was probably saved. 71 wood and 84 coal, and we've discovered the forlorn camp. No steam course. Well, let's go out to the forlorn camp then. I think the temperatures should be pretty good now. Yeah. This coal mine should be upgraded, but we don't have any steam cores, so... Let's put some cooks in here. Use engineers currently. We don't really need it, to be honest. Let's just remove them again. One of these cookhouses is enough to supply or cook based on 5 hothouses. We probably will need it when we upgrade these to industrial hothouses. We can sign a new law. I think that we should get medic apprentices then. That will make children raise the efficiency of medical facilities. Boosted scout sleds have been researched. I think I want the advanced steelworks next. Uh-oh. Yeah, but they are currently not working anyway, so that's not a problem. Construction team has reached Hot Springs. Let's build a trading depot. And now we get the mission to build the Outpost administration, which should be under tech. No. People? Yeah. 1, 2. Okay, so we can't... I don't want to build it there because I'd like to have 2 hothouses here. Where do I want to build this? I want to build it in a location where it is fairly accessible to us. I don't even know if it needs workers. Does it need workers? Does it say? That's a bit annoying that it doesn't say. Well. Yeah, no, I think we're going to build it down here then. And we're also going to build another steam sawmill here. Need to build a road for that. Good. This should be covering that as well, which is also good. Scouts have reached the cracked ice. So another one of these exploration points. Snow huts and rock gate. Let's go to the snow huts. No, that's probably survivors. Let's go to the rock gate. Does this building require workers? No, it does not. The trading depot your people built will allow us to work together. We are grateful. That's great. Let's just tear it straight down again. No, we can't. Oh dear. So it's a stuck building that I cannot move around. Ah well. I don't want to send them any helping hands just yet, but I can send them what they need for basic dwellings, and we can also trade for food, so let's do those. And we should put some workers into here and turn on extended shift. We can do a sermon. Probably, no, not yet. Scouts have reached the forlorn camp. This camp is a sad sight, but it's not deserted. People emerge from tents as we approach. Hopelessly lost. This group of engineers got lost heading to our city and gave up hope as their food and fuel supply ran out. So 15 engineers and 13 workers, that's not bad. Let's escort them to the city. This one has reached the narrow valley. In the middle of a shallow depression, something is flapping furiously in the swirling, gusting wind. Is it a tent? Buried explorers. We've stumbled upon the remains of a camp, almost completely buried in snow. Judging by the gear stored in crates and the fact that all the bodies were found in the tents, it was a well-supplied expedition buried by an avalanche in the middle of the night. 50 raw food, 72 wood, and 53 steel. Now, that'll take us 1 day, 3 hours. That'll take us 10 hours. Yeah, let's go to the abandoned campsite and then down there. These looks to be the most extreme scout points away from the city. As in the ones that are farthest away. And that also means that we have to upgrade more of these buildings, so we can just upgrade these to houses. This one is nearly done, has reached the rock gate. That's an exploration point. Destroyed mine, research station, and column of crawlers. Let's go to the destroyed mine first. Advanced Steelworks has been researched. Excellent. Efficient gathering would be nice to get, but we don't need it yet. There's nothing particularly necessary here either currently. Generator efficiency would be good, but there might be other things that we need more than that. Hothouse selection would be nice, 50% more efficient. Let's get that. Also need to find those steam cores. There is at least one point outside of the city with 5 steam cores, possibly 2. Piece of the past. A ghost on the horizon. Captain, the beacon lookouts have reported an extraordinary sighting. A Victoria-class dreadnought wreck has been spotted on the horizon. These advanced vehicles were used for the most important tasks. The news fills our people with nostalgia. We might find some heirlooms from our past in this hulk, says one of the scouts. A worker adds, we should gather them so that our children remember who we were once and who we might yet become. The wreck has been marked on the map, and we should hurry to reach it before the next blizzard covers it forever. Have to explore it. So where is it? There. Buried Dreadnought. Well, we have plenty of time to get that resolved. Extended shift moaning. Watch me care. I'm a dreadful captain when it comes to that, aren't I? These guys are arriving. Send them out to the empty cave. 19 hours. Okay, so it would have been faster to just send them right down there. Okay. Hothouse selection researched. Let's get the insulation then. Workday ends, good. As soon as these are shutting down at 2000 hours, we're going to upgrade them to the advanced Steelworks. There we go. Let's upgrade both of them. Scouts have reached the destroyed mine. The mine is not just abandoned, it's completely destroyed. We can't reopen it. Stripping the mine. The mine has been destroyed completely. The shafts and tunnels have collapsed, perhaps due to an explosion. But we found plenty of valuable supplies in the buildings on the surface. 81 steel and 103 coal. Let's take that and pop on over to the column of crawlers. This guy should be back soon, so we can go to the administration and send off the helping hands. These should be giving us plenty of steel now. You might also have noticed that they have an infinity marker instead of 100,000, so this is truly now endless. Scouts unit number 6 have returned safely to the city with lots of juicy, tasty resources. Let's send them out again. Storm shelter. That looks like an exploration point. Let's go to the buried dreadnought. Then we can use that as a point to go to those. That probably contains people. And it's a new day, so they have started working again. Excellent. I don't think we're going to have any issues with wood on this map. 1600 of it. We can sign a new law. Let's get the prosthetics. Hothouse insulation researched. I think I want to get healthcare insulation next. Don't underestimate those insulation technologies, they're actually quite good. Shipment has reached Hot Springs. We believe that as we work together, we also should live together, and our families have lodged workers from your settlement in their homes. Now, however, some of your people ask when will they be able to move to their own quarters. This is an affront to our hospitality, but aside from that, we just don't have enough homes. We'll build them. They will be displeased, but still. We have more time now to make sure that these guys are actually happy with us. And we've reached the empty cave, which is an exploration point. Rock Spire. Let's go over there then. Actually, the favor is high. It's not too bad. Okay, so we do need steam cores for this. Let's get them some basic healthcare. And we've completed healthcare insulation. The next thing we can get then is coal mining optimization, I think. Scouts have reached the column of crawlers. The crawlers are half buried in snowdrifts. By the look of it, it would be hopeless to search for survivors, but maybe there are still some resources to take. Empty vehicles. We found no living soul, but also no bodies. All the crawlers are out of fuel. Perhaps the people who rode in them transferred all of the fuel into one or several of their vehicles and moved on. 53 steel and 104 coal. We can jump up to the research station next. Plenty of resources out there. I wanted to build... Actually, we can use this because we need more storage space for coal. And then I wanted to build another one of these. I can build 2 of them. I don't know if the next storm is going to be colder than -70, but oh wow, we have lots of sick people here. Why? How did that happen? I was not prepared for that at all. This is an awkward building location. How did we get that many sick people? Coal mining optimization researched. Let's get coal mining rationalization then for another 10% efficiency. Could give them extra rations, I suppose, but first of all we need enough medical posts. Here we go. And another one. We need some more engineers. 10 of those in there. We have reached the Rock Spire, which is another exploration point. Steam Lorry. Wow, that is far away. So I guess I was not on point in terms of farthest away. We don't need this. Yeah, this one could be set to 6 to 20, and this one can also be set to 6 to 20. This one should store wood. And then let's see if we can find one of these that has wood and put it to raw food. Sick absences in the medical posts. That's kind of amusing, actually. This one needs to be turned on to 24 hours now. Yeah, let's give them some extra rations. Scouts have reached the research station. The station is abandoned and partially in ruins, but we might still find something useful inside. Evacuated in time. Inside we found nothing but rubble and broken equipment. It seems the scientists moved out before the station fell into disrepair. 81 steel. Okay, so there is another point down there. If we go to the destroyed mine first. Scouts have reached the buried dreadnought. The wreck is firmly encased in ice, and we won't know what lies within until we enter it. A piece of the past. The dark maze of passages inside the wreck is full of promises and mortal danger. This Victoria-class dreadnought used a highly toxic fuel for the auxiliary propulsion system, enabling them to move for some time after being buried by an avalanche. Exploring the wreck will be dangerous unless we spend some resources to prepare safe access routes and ventilation. We will spend the wood and steel because I don't want my scout team to die, so explore it safely. Our scouts took the time and effort to explore the wreck safely. And they are heading back automatically with a relic. Excellent. Okay, it's getting colder. Let's pause the game and have a look at our temperature situation here. Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to run into any problems with the temperature situation. This looks perfectly fine. Actually looks more than fine. Nearly all buildings are red, and except for the cookhouses. They have comfortable heat everywhere. Oh, we're going to drop down to minus 50. That probably means that the next storm is going to be colder. Coal mining rationalization has been researched. Don't really need any of this yet. Let's get the house installation, actually. Most of our resources, especially the steel, is going to research currently. This we will set to have either food rations. Yeah, food rations. And we can build another one of those, actually. Might as well build 2 of them. Can we use any of the... Yeah, we can use the sermon. And we can also use the evening prayers. And we can use the nighttime procession. Stop complaining about that. House insulation researched. Let's get hothouse insulation level 2, or maybe... No, get healthcare insulation 2 first, actually. These are oddly synchronized. You're coming back with a lot of stash. We have rejected automaton designs. Interesting. A place for memories. The scouts who explored the Victoria-class dreadnought are back with their find. A curious crowd gathers around them, eager to see what memories of the past they brought with them. We should build the archives to store such heirlooms safely and to allow everybody to see them. That's a good idea. You guys can go out to the old shelter, and you guys are at the destroyed mine, so you can go to the snow huts. Wait, I don't want you to go to the destroyed shelter at all. I want you to go to the buried dreadnought to get these points. And I think we can reduce some of the discontent by reducing the work time in these buildings. The scouts have reached the steam lorry. Finally steam force. This huge machine used to hold tons of cargo until it broke. Can dismantle it to retrieve some resources. Heavy hauler. The generators were built thanks to steam lorries like this and their ability to haul cargo over the frozen landscape. It's a shame it can't be repaired. 81 steel and 5 steam cores, and you can go back home. Lots of discontent reduction thanks to the nighttime procession. That's good. This archive building, it's quite large, isn't it? Yeah, it would fit there. Thing is there. Could build a kitchen there. Yeah, let's do that. Tear these down. And for now, we should be good with having 4 medical posts here. And then we can tear down these as well, but let's wait until these 4 are done. Yep, we can now dismantle these as well. And we can start putting people in here, and then we can build the archives. Wow, it's actually too big, isn't it? It might... No, I don't think it will. I might have to move these. Sign a new law. There isn't really any law we need currently, so let's just get the ceremonial funerals. I don't know why I say that every time. Ceremonial funerals, and I think that's the final law we'll be signing, actually. Okay, does it have room for the archives here? No, it doesn't. Okay, we have to move these. That spot there is going to be miffing me. I don't think there's anything we can build that will fit there either. Could build a small garden there. It's not an ideal place to put these medical posts, to be honest. Being warmer again. We have researched the healthcare installation level 2, so that's good. Let's get the cookhouse installation then. And I think this is a good time to end this episode. So, yeah. Let's see what we can do with this area in the next episode. For now, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will be seeing you all in the next one.